YouTube, what's happening? This is the Scorpion, man. Coming to y'all from Mobile, Alabama on a very, very cloudy day. Let me see that on this camera. Do a little quick video. Try to get my videos back up and running, man, better, more consistently. So I got a little phone I'm playing with until I get this thing going a little bit better. Oh yeah, another thing too, man, my email address is murrayturner4@gmail.com. And again, like, share, and subscribe to my page, man. I'm trying to make this thing, pop, man, because I want to give y'all my thoughts and my views from a fighter standpoint. Because a lot of times you're on YouTube, you got a lot of these guys, they're not fighters. They never fought anybody. They never stepped in the ring and did anything with anybody. But yet they are experts at every damn thing. And some of them ain't even experts on standing up and taking the correct piss. But they can tell you who's a bum, who's not, and who fighting style is garbage, and what fighting style is boring, and all kind of bullshit. But if you put him in the ring with a guy in a sparring session, you can get the greenest guy in the gym to spar some of these YouTube trollers, and they get their ass whooped. It'll make that guy that never fought before and never sparred gay. So if you're one of these trollers and you're a guy that just think you know everything but never fought, which a lot of y'all is not gonna admit to, because some of y'all just pussy. And I'm just from a man's standpoint, that's how I have to put it. Get in the ring and spar one of these guys. Make their day, make them feel good. Give them something to go home and tell their girlfriend or their mama about. When they kick y'all ass in the ring, it'll make their day, man. You'll be doing the community a service by just giving off that positive energy of them whooping your ass and building up their confidence, get in the ring and do it. So, that being said, let's do a recap of last night on Showtime Boxing, man. Gervonta Davis and Liam Walsh. I saw the fight, man. It was not really a competitive fight for Gervonta Davis, man. He went in there and straight steamrolled old boy. Really wasn't really close. I mean, the guy Liam Walsh, he landed a few decent shots, but Gervonta Davis did a move that a lot of us as fighters don't capitalize on when we're getting held. If you're a guy that has fast hands, most of the time your opponent is going to try to hold you, either in the middle of the ring or in the corner. They're going to try to hold you. But Gervonta, being under the tutelage of Floyd, might have picked this up from Floyd. When you a guy to have fast hands and you like to let your hands go, when they hold you and hold your hands, they're gonna cuff you up under your elbow. At times, it's gonna leave one of your hands free to connect a good shot. So, what a lot of fighters should do is when they get sparring or in the ring in a competition, they should step back. You have to know the ring. So if you have enough room to step back and see what's going on, like, okay, he's holding my arm, I can't get nothing off. So let me step back, and at the same time, let me free up an arm or a hand where I can land either uppercut or a hook, or overhand, left or right, or counter. But when you land that, you gotta land a good shot like he did on him. Because when Liam Walsh was holding his elbows, it was making it hard for Gervonta to kind of get off a good shot. But when he stepped back and delivered that power shot, it changed the whole fight. And it was pretty much over by the end. But a lot of people say it's no controversial stoppage. The referee shouldn't have stopped it that quick. But, look, sometimes the referees are looking out for you, because for one thing, they don't want nothing to happen to you and it be in their conscience, or they lose their job because they didn't stop the fight in time and you end up dying in the ring. So nowadays you gotta be aware that the refs are going to be extra careful. If they see your eyes buzz, or they see you blinking too much, or they see you doing this and doing that, you know, you're lethargic, you're looking like you're about to pass out any second now, they're going to stop that fight, because they don't want that under their name. If you go back and look at the Gerald, one of my favorite middleweights of all time, man, Gerald McClellan, man. When he fought Dark Destroyer, you know, he was doing a lot of blinking. And I remember watching this fight when I was, you know, in middle school, and I saw a great fight. But I started to notice that, you know, he was blinking a lot. And most of the time when you having when there's so much damage to the brain cells, it causes a rapid reaction. With him, it was a lot of blinking, and then before you know it, man, he ended up in a situation where he was paralyzed, brain damage. A lot of fighters, you know, but kind of like Roy Jones Jr. been looking out for him, sending him money here and there, and you know, a couple of fighters kind of stepped in and trying to help him out, because he was a dog, man. You couldn't get no better than that, man. He was promoted by Don King. You know how that goes all the time. Man, if Don King presented me with a contract, I would run, because, you know, my mindset and my body is priceless, you know. So at the end of the day, I would run. But with that being said, I know I kind of got off subject, but yeah, it was a good fight. Javante Davis landed a lot of great shots, reminiscent of the Pretty Boy Floyd Mayweather style. I seen him throw a double right body shot, because he was setting it over with the left, and he coming across with the right to the body and over the top with overhand right. So a lot of that takes practice. A lot of that takes a lot of bad work, some mid work. If you got a good person that a good partner that can do mitts real good, you can deliver shots like that. And Javante came out on top. Got a lot of power at 130, man. So I don't see him being at 130 too much longer. Might move up to 135. I probably see him topping off at probably welterweight. Because it was hard for him to make that weight at 130. So, and a lot of times when you dehydrate like that, you lose power. I lost my first fight because I was super dehydrated, man. I lost so much weight, man. And I'm not gonna, like I said, I never take anything away from the opponent that I lost to in the championship. But if I was smart enough as far as nutrition, which I am, it's funny because I went to college for exercise physiology, and one of our core studies was nutrition. But when you're excited like that, you know, you don't pay none of that shit no attention. But, you know, I went to a fight and didn't eat. But we're not gonna go there. Anyway, but another fight, the excuse me, Andre Dirrell, he fought a guy from Venezuela. I can't pronounce his name. If I can't pronounce your name, I'm not gonna say it, because I don't want to disrespect your name. That's why I'm putting a little respect on your name. But the guy from Venezuela, man, was giving it to him, man. And, man, Dirrell was losing. And I'm going to super middleweight next year, man. And maybe later on down the future, that might be one of my opponents, man. Either Dirrell or the guy. But Dirrell was getting caught with some pretty hard shots, man. It was like, it wasn't nothing special about the guy. He wasn't finesse. He wasn't a finesse fighter. He was just kind of straight up and down, but he knew how to pick his shots. See, you can be a finesse fighter or a bully fighter, but if you don't know how to pick your shots and you're not accurate, it really doesn't matter. You just either just a bully or you just a guy that's dancing around the ring doing a bunch of bullshit. And that's what he was hitting Dirrell with, a lot of straight, accurate punches, and it was clocking him. Now, the stoppage at the end where he got disqualified, I can't speak on that. I mean, he could have been it's times where you be in the moment and you don't stop when the bell stops. But I'm gonna say the punch that he caught Dirrell with, he probably could have took it and just been like, man, damn, dog, after the bell, I'm finna get your ass the next round. But he did a little acting. I ain't gonna lie, man. You know, I got much respect for Darrell and his brother Anthony, man. But he did a little acting when the referee told him he was gonna win by disqualification. I don't want to win like that. Get up then, man. Don't sit there and lay there like he just gave you a devastating punch. Because the punch he hit you with before the bell was harder than the punch he hit you with after the bell. I'm just gonna say that. Now I ain't gonna take nothing from neither fighter, but that was just my opinion. So if y'all the real fans, y'all catch this, man, don't come over here and call me all crazy names and stupid shit like that. Because I will come back at you with some more shit. Anyway, so, but hey, bro, you got the win. That's all I can say. You did some hella fire acting, because when he knocked you down, you kind of got up on your knees. Then next thing you know, they go to his corner. Then they get back to you. You on your back like you just got straight pieced. Like he knocked your ass out with a 1988 Tyson hook. That shit, that was like, it was a good shot, but it wasn't that much for you to be on your ass like you was, man. But hey. With that being said, man, look, hey, you got the win, though. You got your little strap, man. You got to fight James DeGale again. I hope you get your revenge, man. But it's it is what it is on that. And the Francis Bartholomew fight, man. Now, that was not a good judgment. I thought that was pretty much kind of a robbery, because old boy, he was landing the better shots. He was buzzing them more. He was hitting them harder, and you know, he was his punch selection was better. He was landing better accurate shots. But they gave it to Francis Bartholomew, however they say his name. But I feel like the other guy won the fight, man. I'm gonna call it fair. I think the other guy won. I think they gave Francis a little help, man. And I think that was whack. 109 to 117, all three. That wasn't even right. And I watched the fight twice. I didn't see where he did anything to get a score, get a judgment like that. So, that's it on that one. I ain't even gonna get too deep into that one, man. That was a bad decision. And you know, with the fight between Gary Russell Jr. Gary Russell Jr. got some hands, man. But the thing about it is with him, if you follow his pattern, he has a pattern. Like in the later rounds, you can tell by his breathing, his pattern. He's real fast in the earlier rounds, like lightning fast. But his punch patterns are the same going into the later rounds, and I feel like that's how he lost to Vasyl Lomachenko, because Lomachenko picked up his pattern, and that's how he was able to do him like he did him. Because if you like, just say, I don't know if it's a lot of 80s babies like me that watch this, man. Remember Mike Tyson Punch Out? Now when you fight Mike Tyson Punch Out in the first round, you gotta watch, because he's gonna throw those uppercuts for the first minute. You get past the first minute, he's gonna start throwing the little hooks. You get past the hooks, he's gonna blink his eyes. You gotta throw that punch to knock him down. Then after that, it's gonna be, he'll throw some feint hooks. And then after that, he's gonna throw about three series of fast uppercuts to try to knock you out. And you pick up on that pattern, then that, you know, he's easily beatable. Took me a while to pick up that pattern, but I did. This is our Gary Russell, man. I look at all his fights, man. He follows the same pattern. And if you pick up Gary Russell's pattern, he's beatable. But the guy he beat was giving it to him. That was a great fight, man. Both of them stuck in there. They was in that pocket fighting. Gary Russell, man, he's a fast pocket fighter. Means he don't move a lot, but when he gets in that pocket, he's gonna let them hands go. And if you have good blocking techniques, a good head movement with power, you can beat him. But shots out to him, man. He won, kept his WBC strap. He's saying that he maybe retiring. He didn't say that, but when you say last fight, you want your last fight to be against such and such, you might be going down that road. Because boxing, man, boxing ain't no easy thing, man. You can't play boxing. You have to be a fighter. You can't just I mean, this is a sport that one shot can kill you, man. Because the human brain is not supposed to take any shots to the head, period. So I understand, you know, he looking at the longevity of things, man. You know, I'm 35, man. I'm turning pro at 36 next year. Look, I just had so much stuff to do, man. But I always competed. I just never competed on the level of, you know, just, you know, out there like that. You know, I got 2 tournaments left, and then I'm going pro, man. I got to do this. And if I'm going to do 20 fights, I'm going to try to go 20-0. If I give me a title shot, cool. If I don't, then cool. I'm just saying I did it. You know, it is what it is. You know, I mean, you know, I got a job I got to do, man. You know, because after boxing, you know, man, boxing ain't got no life insurance. You ain't get no disability. You're doing it for the love of the game. And if I get some straps and some checks, stack it up, go out undefeated. I go out undefeated at 25-0, man. I don't care what anybody says. They can go back to this video years from now and look, man, he said he was going to do that. Go 25-0 and quit. So do what you got to do. Say what you got to say. I don't care. If I did it, then I'm done and I'm cool with it. Get on my property and go fishing or something. You know, hell. Ain't nothing else doing Mobile. Anyway. But that's it, y'all. I'm gonna start, man. Hopefully, man, I give me some help, man, to get somebody to film some of these sparring sessions, man, and get my partner's wife, man, to, you know, film the tournament in July, man. I feel like I'm ready. I've been ready, hungry. The guys that I'm fighting in the tournament, they food pretty much. I ain't worried about them. I'm just worried about me. They gonna catch it. Because you get in that ring with me, man, I mean, you either gonna try to hurt me, I'm gonna hurt you. And I'm not gonna be the one to get hurt. But that's it, y'all. Y'all have a blessed Sunday, man. A blessed day, period. Health, wellness, financial prosperity. Don't be depressed about nothing. Be happy. Just be positive. If you think like a God, then you'll be a God. 1.